Hey guys! Alright, so this is gonna be a super casual vlog because it's been a day, you guys, but I've had a lot of you guys asking about Keez and about Aiden and about all of the kids. So I thought I would just kind of start systematically doing updates on the kiddos for you guys. I think I get the most questions about Keez because he hasn't been in the vlogs a lot lately. And the only reason for that is because he's in school. He's in school a lot. And he's doing really well in school and he loves it. And I'm so thankful that he got to go back this year because they were home most of last year. Like neither one of the boys really did school last year at all because of COVID. So, I mean, let me rephrase that. They did school, they just did school at home. They didn't actually physically go to school. So I'm just gonna start with Keez. So you guys, Keez is going to be 18 on October 25th. I'm sorry, what? I just can't believe it. I know I say that probably every birthday with every single one of my kids. Oh, I can't believe it. They're a whole year older. But I think it's a little bit different of a dynamic when you've adopted a child, especially if you adopted a kid a little bit later in life. So Keez was 10 when we adopted him from Ukraine. And so him almost being 18, it's crazy to see the progress that he's made and how smart he is and how sweet and kind. You guys, he is such an amazing, amazing kid. So update on Keez. So he did have his surgery. I think I filmed a little bit. Did I film that? I don't even remember, you guys. Anyway, he did have his surgery to help his right leg. They kind of redid the valgus osteotomy that he had several years back. So just to catch you guys up, if you guys have no idea what I'm talking about, hi, my name is Catherine. I have 6 children, and we adopted our 2 oldest boys from Ukraine in December of 2013. So I am currently discussing my oldest son, who is 17 years old, named Keez, and he has cerebral palsy and fetal alcohol syndrome. So I am discussing, this is just his update. So anyway, when Keez first came home to us, his legs were like kind of twisted like this. Like you could separate them and everything, but just naturally on their own, they would kind of twist. So he had something called a valgus osteotomy, which recentered his hips and his knee joints and all of the things. And they had to actually break his femur and then reposition it, like pins and plates and just a lot of not fun stuff. So that surgery went really well. And then a couple of years after that, he ended up breaking his femur. He has osteoporosis and his bones are very, very brittle. Yes, he is on supplements and all types of monitoring for osteoporosis, but it's predominantly really bad in his legs because his legs are non-weight bearing, meaning he's not getting up and walking around. So the bones in his legs are just naturally a lot more brittle than in the rest of his body. Anyway, he came home from school one afternoon and he took off his shoes, no problem. And then he went to go take off his AFOs. AFO stands for ankle and foot orthotic. And it's just a plastic like encasing around his leg to keep his ankles and his feet straight so that he can sit more comfortably and he can do some weight-bearing activities while he's at school or in therapy. So he bent his leg up and crossed his leg over the other leg in order to try to take the AFOs off. This is something he'd done 100 times, didn't even think twice about it. But something about this day when he grabbed his pants leg and like pulled his leg up, we heard a loud pop and it sounded like a tree branch snapping. Like it was a horrifying sound. And I knew immediately that he had broken his bone. So anyway, he had broken his femur. It ended up being a spiral fracture. They had to go into that same leg and repair it. And in the healing process from that break, it kind of messed up the valgus osteotomy surgery that he had had a few years prior. So This last surgery was to make corrections that breaking his femur kind of undid, if that makes any sense. So he had a partial reconstruction of the valgus osteotomy on his right femur. And he did really well. He did great with that surgery. His leg is a lot more straight. He can sit a lot better. He doesn't complain about pain anymore, which I think is amazing. He used to would really like rub his leg and just say, oh, you know, like he couldn't move. He didn't want to do certain activities. He really was resistant with any type of therapy. So the surgery was really good for him, and I'm glad that we went ahead and did it. So his right femur is all good to go, and he's recovered great, you guys. He's done awesome, and I'm really, really happy for him. They also reconfigured his hip joint a little bit, and I think that that's what is really doing the most, honestly. But he's doing great, and he loves school. He loves trying out his power chair in gym class. He does have a power chair, but it stays at school. There's no need really for us to bring the power chair to and from school, at least not until he learns to work it a little bit better than what he currently is working it. But he does really well. He does really, really well. So he works on his power chair. He enjoys doing math. He loves music, and he loves cooking. Cooking is Narkeez's. That's what he likes to do. If you pick anything in the world that this kid could do, he's going to say he wants to cook something. So I've been trying my best to incorporate him into more kitchen activities, like even if it's just something simple, like I'm making a sandwich or I'm making coffee or whatever it may be. I'll kind of let him, you know, help out a little bit. He still very much needs the hand over hand technique when he's doing anything because his dexterity is not quite there. But with the guided hand over hand, he can pretty much do most tasks just fine. And obviously he's supervised when using a knife or anything dangerous like that. He can't really pour drinks all that well yet, but we are working on that. He does occupational speech, physical therapy, all of that. He's still doing great in all of those areas. He had an eye appointment a couple months ago, right before school started in August. He had an eye appointment, and his eyes have not changed very much, which is amazing. They did have to alter his prescription a little bit, but as a whole, his eyes have not deteriorated a ton from the year before, which is really good news. We had an ophthalmologist at one point tell us that his eyesight would continually deteriorate until he eventually went blind. So I'm really praying that that is not the case for him. He already has little to no vision in his right eye. So we really want to salvage the vision that he has left. He still talks a ton. His talking is a massive improvement. Oh my goodness. I remember, and I even mentioned this the other day, I know when he first came home and we were trying really hard to teach him English, we had to say, like we had to prompt him with sentences, right? So he would be trying to tell us his favorite color is purple. And instead of saying my favorite color is purple, he would just say love purple, which is fine. Love purple, that gets the point across. That's using the minimal amount of words that he possibly can. And that was a really great start for him, but we got to a point where we wanted him to use full sentences. So I remember just hours, I would constantly coach him on full sentences, and I would say the sentence and I would make him repeat the sentence, and I would say the sentence and I would make him repeat the sentence, and it just went on and on and on for well over a year like that. And I remember at one point thinking, man, am I wasting my time? Like maybe this just is too much, but it wasn't, you guys. He surprised me. I'm really, really happy that I stuck with that and that his therapist stuck with it, because now he speaks in full sentences completely unprompted. I'm very rarely having to correct his sentences. There are some times I still can't understand what he's saying, but I probably understand about 90% of what he says, which is great because I used to only understand 30 to 40% of what he said. He definitely makes sure to get his point across, and I've noticed that if he says something and I don't understand, he's able now to reword it in a different sentence so that I can understand him. So he's learning how to use different words that he can enunciate better to get his point across. So that is amazing as well. He can tell me about his day. He'll tell me what he had for lunch. lunch. He'll tell me all of his activities that he did at school. He'll tell me his friends' names. Like his ability to retain information has gotten so much better. And I'm just really proud of him. He's so kind and sweet. He asks all the time if he can help or help clean something or help pick up toys, or can he help me in the kitchen or wash dishes. He is full on a mama's boy. And I can't believe he's about to be 18. It just doesn't seem real to me at all. Anyway, that's pretty much the update on Keez. He's doing great. I'm just so proud of him. And I'm going to insert a few clips after this so you guys can kind of hear him talk. I know a lot of you guys have been saying how deep his voice has gotten within the last year. He's totally gone through puberty, you guys. He is not a little boy anymore. And it's a little bit bittersweet, but it's also really cool to watch him grow and learn and become an amazing young man. So I'm super proud of him, but I'm gonna flop over and let you guys see a few clips of him because I know you guys have missed him. Hey Keez.
Hey.
All right, so every one of our YouTube friends say that they miss you and they haven't seen you lately. Where have you been?
So?
At school?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's your favorite part of school?
Working math Sunday. Math.
Working on what?
Math.
Math?
Yeah.
Yeah, you like math, don't you?
Yeah.
What do you do in gym class?
Power chair.
You use your power chair? What color is your power chair?
Purple.
Purple? I like that power chair. What's something else you like to do at school? Can you look at Mama? Put your head this way. What else do you like to do at school?
Coloring.
Coloring? Okay. Also, guys, he got off the bus not too long ago and he is tired and I don't think he's gonna use his full sentences. Y'all tuckered out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell you're tired. What did you do at school last week? What did you make?
Cook a pie.
You cooked a pie, you did. You did such a good job. Do you like cooking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I go, mommy, me, Tom?
Can he go to mommy and me time? That's what he said. Yeah, we are gonna do that. We can do that in the morning, man.
So?
Yeah. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll take Keez to school myself and we'll stop and get what on the way?
Donuts.
Donuts, yeah. And he loves going to school with donuts, huh? That's fun.
Yeah.
Yep. What else about Keez? You got anything fun coming up?
Happy birthday.
Your happy birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah. How old are you gonna be? Do you remember what I told you?
16.
Not 16.
18.
18. Good boy. Can you believe it? You're gonna be 18, man. When did that happen? You don't know? I don't know either. You're just growing so fast.
Nana.
I love you.
I love you.
You're a good boy, you know it?
Get your fries.
Chicken and fries?
Yeah.
I'm going to order pizza for dinner. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah, Piper was asking for pizza. And I know Piper and Keez, pizza is y'all's favorite, huh?
By much. So.
Yeah, you do buy your lunch at school. What'd you have for lunch today? Do you remember?
Chicken.
You had chicken. What else?
Fries.
Can you put your head up and look at Mama? You had chicken and fries. Anything else?
Look.
And milk?
Yes.
All right, that sounds good, bud. All right, give me 5. You did good, buddy. Love you.
I love you.
Do you want to tell our friends bye?
Bye, friends.
Bye, friends. Good job, buddy. Love you.
I love you.
All right, say live
Live
to
inspire.
inspire. Live to inspire.
Live. That's right.
Perfect. Good job, man. All right, bye, guys.
Bye, guys.